World War II witnessed one of history's greatest naval disasters. The Yamato, the largest battleship ever built, was sent on a one-way suicide mission, along with thousands of her crew. This ship was the floating fortress of the Imperial Japanese Navy, an absolute engineering marvel. And get this, just one of her main gun turrets weighed more than an entire American destroyer. This Titan was designed for absolute dominance at sea. Measuring 263 meters long and weighing over 70,000 tons, she could hurl shells the size of a small car at targets 42 kilometers away. The Yamato was the ultimate symbol of Japanese invincibility. But there was a catch. The era of epic ship-to-ship battles had been replaced by airstrikes, leaving this colossal beast practically useless. As the war neared its end and defeat loomed, Japan made a desperate move. They sent the Yamato, with completely no air cover, towards US forces in Okinawa. It was a sheer suicide mission. Before she could even reach Okinawa, the battleship was swarmed by nearly 400 American aircraft. As the mighty ship capsized, her massive magazines detonated. The explosion was so violent, it sent a mushroom cloud 6 kilometers into the sky, instantly claiming the lives of over 3,000 crew members. Before the massive explosion you're seeing in this real footage, everything seemed completely under control aboard the British battleship HMS Barham. She was one of the most powerful battleships of her era. After serving in the First World War, she was modernized and returned to combat in World War II. But on that day, a German U-boat was silently lurking nearby, U-331. Its commander, Hans Dietrich von Tiesenhausen, gave the order to strike. U-331 fired a salvo of torpedoes straight at HMS Barham. Seconds later, 3 torpedoes hit their mark. The massive battleship shuddered. Water came rushing in. Within minutes, Barham began to list dangerously. Some of her crew leapt into the sea, but the desperate struggle of those still trapped on board was being captured by a newsreel cameraman aboard the nearby HMS Valiant. What happened next became one of the most terrifying pieces of wartime footage ever recorded. Then, one of her magazines detonated. The explosion was so violent that it tore the 31,000-ton warship apart. Within minutes, HMS Barham slipped beneath the waves. 862 crew members lost their lives, and what remained was one of the most haunting naval disasters ever caught on film. Hours into her maiden voyage, the largest aircraft carrier the world had ever seen was sent to the bottom of the ocean by a single American submarine, claiming 1,435 lives. Shinano was originally designed as a sister ship to the legendary Yamato, another Japanese Titan sunk on a suicide mission with 3,000 crew aboard. But in World War II, the era of battleship duels had ended, replaced by airstrikes and aircraft carriers. In a desperate pivot, the Japanese converted Shinano into a carrier. Weighing a staggering 72,000 tons and deemed unsinkable by her creators, this fortress possessed the heaviest armor in naval history. Yet, Shinano wasn't ready. With Yokosuka under relentless Allied bombardment, she was forced to flee secretly toward Kure in November 1944. Lacking crucial watertight compartments and manned by an untrained crew, this floating behemoth crossed paths with a lone hunter just hours into her journey, the American submarine USS Archerfish. Peering through his periscope, the American captain couldn't believe his eyes. A massive ghost ship, completely absent from intelligence reports, loomed directly in front of him. 6 torpedoes were unleashed. 4 found their mark. Just 7 hours after being hit, the Colossus capsized, dragging over 1,400 sailors into the dark depths of the Pacific. One of the final hopes of the Japanese Empire, this engineering marvel sank without ever seeing a single day of combat, becoming the ultimate tragic symbol of a collapsing empire.